What's up, y'all? Hey, if I could do something real quick, not being funny for a minute, here's something I recognize is very important for all of us as young people and as adults. All of us are either on the road to success or we're on the road to failure. There really is no in between. And your definition of success is totally up to you and God. Sometimes a person may look like they're on the road to success, but they're really on the road to failure. Likewise, somebody might look like they're on the road to failure, but really they fail in their way to success. We are either on the road to success or the road to failure. There is no in between. And if you allow me to, let me do a demonstration. This is success and this is failure. Okay? We're all down here. Now, what these lines represent are time. Both of those lines represent time. And here's the reason why I'm talking about. Because nobody just ends up on the road to failure and nobody just ends up on the road to success. Even if you see somebody fail and have a monumental failure, they didn't get there overnight. There are a series of decisions that happen that cause that person to have that failure that maybe we're now seeing publicly. Same way with success. You may see a person successful and you may not have never heard of that person, but they didn't just get there overnight. It was a series of decisions that caused that person to end up on the road to success. Like I said, these lines represent time. Here's the real deal. If you're on the road to failure, you can cross over to the road to success. Now, here's what you have to recognize here. Notice how the further up these lines go, they spread out. That's because the longer you go down the road to failure, the longer it takes if you need to switch over to the road to success. Let's say a person is 14, 15, 16, 17 years old. If you 14, 15, 16, 17 years old and you're on the road to failure, you're messing up, you're disrespectful to your teachers, disrespectful to your parents, you flunking classes, real talk, you're on the road to failure. You can switch over to the road to success. Well, if you do that, you make that decision, you walk in your parents' room or you go to your teachers and you say, hey, I'm done, I'm through with playing, I'm through with screwing up, I'm getting on the road to success. You can change that in 9 weeks. 18 weeks, maybe a year. You really want to nowadays, particularly with school and public school, if you want to switch over, you can do that because they got all kind of programs that help a person get on the road from failure to the road to success. Now, if you wait till you get further up that road, let's say you wait till you about 19, 20, 21, 25, and you got to move from the road to failure to success, it take a little bit more time. Let's say you're in college and you've been messing up in classes, screwing off, whatever that situation is, and you got to get on that other road, well, it might take a little bit longer. It might take a semester. It might take 2 semesters. It could take a year. It could take 2 years. So it's a little bit longer moving from that road to failure to success, but you still can do it. Now here's the deal. You wait till you get up here to go from that road to failure to road to success. Let's say you're my age. You're 42 years old. If I'm 42 years old and I've been on the road to failure for a long time, whether I knew it or not, now I got to move to the road to success, guess what? It's going to take me a little bit longer. It could take 2, 5, 10, it could take 15 years. Why is that? Because when you done been messing up that long, what happens is you done made some bad financial decisions. You done made some bad relationship decisions. You done made some bad parental decisions. And what happens when you do stuff like that, it takes time. It takes time to heal a broken marriage or somebody you divorced from. It takes time to heal a situation with kids. Now them kids adults and you been messing up for however long, you got to go back and repair that. It take more time, but you still can do it. The key is to, as soon as possible, to recognize that you're on that road to failure and move over to the road to success. Now, here is the game changer with that. Here's what makes the big difference between moving from failure to success. Notice the diagram. Attitude. Attitude is the #1 factor. And real talk, a lot of grown people, I ain't talking about kids or young people, I'm talking about a lot of grown people. I'm talking about people in their 30s and 40s. Got terrible attitudes. I can't tell you how many adults I meet with terrible attitudes. A person with a negative attitude could have $8 million cash money and they'll be complaining because they got to count it. Man, I'm tired of counting money. I'm sick of counting all this money. A person with a great attitude could have no arms and no legs and they're the happiest person all day. They get stuff done. They get where they need to go. They do what they need to do. And you're like, man, how does this person do that? Because attitude. Attitude is the game changer. So whether you're 14 years old or respectfully, if you're 94 years old, You got a bad attitude, make the switch. Move from the road to success and the road to failure simply by changing your attitude. Real talk. Time for the reaper, time for the reaper, time